Hey, how's it going? I'm Chris with PearsonCoffee.com, and today, as a part of my 100 emails in 100 days challenge, I'm going to be breaking down a welcome email from a brand called Beardbrand for men's beard and hair products and care. Yeah, we'll go ahead and dive right in and get this thing started. So this email, this is a welcome email. So if you go sign up at beardbrand.com, you'll get this welcome email. As of this recording, this is the one they're sending out. The thing that's really unique about this email is they're actually starting with an offer up front. They're selling in this first email. They're not really doing like a welcome to the family type thing. They're going right in for the first big objection that a lot of guys that have beards or want to take care of their hair have when it comes to fragrances and oils and things like that. Which I'll talk about that big objection here in a little bit in the email because I don't want to reveal it too early before we dive in. Because it ties the email together really well once you read through it and kind of dissect this thing and break it down and then see the offer and go, oh, okay, that makes sense. So I'll share what that offer is here a little bit later in the email. So let's go ahead and get started as this welcome email goes. This is a subject line. So let's get you started right. Exclamation. So this, instead of saying like welcome to family or welcome to a brand, Beardbrand does a little bit different, and they are actively pursuing you when it comes to getting you to buy something. Let's get you started right. That's the assumption that you are going to start something. You are here to buy something. You are here to do something about your beard, your hair, etc. And I like this approach. It is slightly different than welcome to family. I like this approach. This type of approach or angle will most likely work only work if you do have an offer in it. If you say, hey, let's get you started right, and say welcome to the family, click here to shop, probably not going to work. But because Beardbrand does go straight for the offer in this, they do essentially what I've said in the last couple of videos is the person, most of the people, like 50% of the people that sign up to your list, roughly, they're going to come in, get the code, and go buy. Like they want to buy, they're ready to buy. That's why they signed up. So let's just get the offer in front of them now. Let's see if we can get that 10 to 15% to buy, and then the other, 85 to 90% we can work on later with the rest of the welcome email series. The cool thing about this is another piece in this email, which I'll talk about, is Beardbrand offers a Beardbrand boot camp. As basically their welcome series. That's their welcome series, is a Beardbrand boot camp. So before I get too far ahead of myself, let me go ahead and go through each piece. That's the subject line that'll tie together once you get to the copy. I like this approach. Next, again, from name, from email. They use their brand name and then hello@beardbrand.com. I think this is clean. This works. This is pretty straightforward and standard. Something that you might notice as your brand gets bigger and there's more people on the team and there's just more pieces to the business, you might move from a personal approach to a more brand centric approach. I follow some of the guys that work at Beardbrand. I am a customer of theirs. So something that I would test here is maybe for this first one, or maybe a couple of emails, maybe they do this in their welcome series, is have this be a from name from somebody at the company. Maybe the face of the company. There's one guy that actually is essentially the face of the company. He does the videos. He does all the front facing visuals when it comes to like filming videos and products and things like that. He's on camera. So maybe make this email from him. Or if you've got other guys in the background that want to be on camera or want to be a part of this, from their name at Beardbrand and then their name at beardbrand.com. So I would test into that, see if you can get some more opens. Beardbrand's a pretty great brand from what I can tell. I've also purchased some of their products, so I really like them. It's one of the other reasons why I want to do this breakdown today, so I can show you kind of how they're doing things. So after we get through the from name, from email, we're going to go down here. Again, my PDF isn't pulling stuff very accurately, but this is a black bar with a white brand name, and it says Beardbrand with their little mustache and beard logo. So clean, simple, really straightforward. And then they also have, I believe, a white background with black lettering here for a menu. Now, I know I've said that I don't like menus in emails. This is probably the simplest, most cleanest way you can do a menu in an email. Beardbrand's probably already tested this, but I would test not having this here and just go straight into let's get you started right, and dive right into content. If they have tested this and they know that this gets clicks and people buy, great. If not, I would leave this menu item for later emails for the people that don't buy off this first email, or at least buy off the first couple, and then start introducing other educational information, products, etc. Again, this first email, we're trying to get people to make a decision. They've signed up for a code. Let's try and get them into that purchase as soon as we can. With this first email, get them to that purchase as fast as we can with as little friction as possible. Now, so let's go ahead and move down. Let's get you started right. Reiterates the subject line. We've talked about that. A few things in the copy here. So howdy friend. That's the first two words here. Howdy is a Texas thing. More specifically, I learned that it's from Texas A&M or Ag. So howdy friend is a common thing when it comes to Texas, Austin in particular. And so this is a voice tone thing. Right out the gate, they start with their voice. Howdy, friend. You're about to begin the Beardbrand Bootcamp. So yeah, voice tone. As we read through this copy, you'll notice they don't use standard, like I say, boilerplate copy. Like they let their personality shine through in this email. And I think that's why Beardbrand has done so well, as far as I understand, because they do. They let their personality come through, and they show who they are, and they let people connect with that. So wanted to make a note there. Next thing, the Beardbrand Bootcamp. So I talked about this a little bit earlier in the email. Their welcome series, as I understand it, is the bootcamp. So one of the big objections, which we'll get down to here to the bottom, it's like the big main objection when it comes to fragrances, oils, things like that. We'll talk about that in a second. But the second big objection is I'm looking for a new oil. I'm looking for a new conditioner. I'm looking for a new shampoo for my beard, for my hair, whatever. I'm a guy. I don't really know what I'm doing. The second big hurdle is education, information, right? Like some guys that are looking don't know what to look for. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to buy. They've tried different things. They don't like the way it works, et cetera, et cetera. So off that one objection of, I'm not really sure. Can you help me understand this better? I don't know enough, so I'm not going to buy. That second big hurdle for people to buy Beardbrand, they basically turn their welcome series into a boot camp saying, hey, we're going to take you through all the steps, jump you and guide you through all the hoops, take you through all the info that you need to know to make the right purchase for your beard. By the way, we're here if you want to try our products. Otherwise, here's the information you need to make the right decision. I think this positioning when coming out of the gate is fantastic. They mentioned the Beardbrand Bootcamp. It's a curiosity piece too. It's like, oh, what is this? Like, I didn't sign up for a boot camp. I just signed up for a 10% or 15% off coupon or whatever, but they're giving me more. This is an example of a value give. And Beardbrand does throughout this entire email. They're giving. Like they're throwing so many gives at you in this email. It would be kind of dumb not to buy, at least not to try it, right? For $20, $25, whatever it ends up being, plus a $10 credit towards your account. So it really comes out to like $15 total. And they're giving you all of this on the first email. And it's an offer to get you to buy. This is how you combine making an offer in your first email, and also getting customers to not think that you're trying to like steal money from them or just take money out of their pocket. It's because you're giving so much value. It's like this $20, $25, like this isn't a big deal. Like they're giving me so much out the gate. So again, kind of getting ahead of myself here, but that's the Beardbrand Bootcamp is one piece of the offer that they do really well to get people bought in before you even ask them. Before you even ask them for money, it's like, hey, we're going to give you all this info just because you signed up. So there's that. And then building off that, but before that happens, before you start the boot camp, we want to hook you up with an exclusive beard oil starter kit. So again, the big objection, we're just leading into this, is they mentioned the objection directly here in the next paragraph, but they're basically just saying, hey, we know that you want to know what things smell like, what they feel like, what they do to their skin, what they do to your skin, things of that nature. So we're going to give you a beard oil starter kit just so you can, one, try our award-winning beard oil and sample all of our awesome fragrances. This way you'll know exactly which fragrances to order going forward. This is the major objection when it comes to ordering anything that has a fragrance to it, or oil, or application to skin, things like that. People want to know how it's going to test, how it's going to test against their skin, if they like the smell or not, if their partner or people around them are going to like it. This is a great way to handle that objection. Now, with that being said, this is like a soft offer, right? Like, hey, we're going to give this to you because we know you're thinking about this. Here's how it works. So what is it? Here's how it works. So Beardbrand goes and says, hey, we know how risky it can be to guess what kind of beard fragrances you're buying online. Like you don't know what you're going to like until you get it and you smell it, and you try it, etc. And then they say, hey, here's the starter kit we're going to give you. Here's a blank slate. Here's the starter, here's this blank slate. Here's a silver and gold lined beard oil. So they have their blank slate, which is just I think it's a non-fragrance. That would make sense calling blank slate, right? And then silver and gold line beard oil. So they have two different lines outside of the blank slate. So they have three different types of oil lines that they're going to give you in this starter kit, which is beyond fantastic. Like I haven't seen other companies do this. It's just a ton of value. You'll get to experience the legendary lightweight, fast-absorbing, non-greasy performance of Beardbrand oil without the risk of committing to a fragrance you don't like. So this is a huge feature benefit stack, and they dimensionalize it, right? So you'll get to experience the legendary lightweight, fast absorbing. So this is a huge feature benefit. And then up here, the dimensionalization that they say, they start with the benefit up here, and like this is how it's going to be in your life. And the objection you're going we're handling for you, and we know this is a thing. By the way, here's the big feature benefit combo for this kit and the oils that you're gonna like, right? And then they go into the close or the offer, the CTA. You can grab this beard oil starter kit for $25 and top it off with we'll email you a $10 credit towards your next purchase. So not only are they offering you this whole big value starter kit for $25, but they're going to give you $10 in credit for your next purchase. So when you're ready to buy oil, you have $10 towards your next purchase. So either it's they're just trying to grease the wheels, grease the slide, however you want to call it, to get you into buying something consistently from them. Because if you like one of their fragrances, you're going to buy their oils. And if you like that fragrance and that oil, you might buy their shampoo and beard conditioner. If you like that, then you might buy their utility soap. If you like that, then you're going to buy accessories like combs and brushes and things like that. So it's one of those things where the quickest and easiest way to get people into these fragrances while addressing the big objection is to give them the starter kit with the fragrances and oils. And then after that, here's $10 for your next purchase. We're already going to give it to you as soon as you buy it. So as soon as you come back, you can get exactly what you want because you know what you want now. So the final piece here that I like, that I think Beardbrand does well without being sleazy or scammy or feeling weird or making you feel weird about it, is they add scarcity to this offer. So this offer is only available to you as a new email subscriber. So go ahead, claim your kit, and get ready for one hell of a grooming journey. You deserve it. So they add scarcity here of like, you're a new email subscriber. You can only get this because you're new, and after you purchase something, you can't use this anymore. So that's something that I think brands try to do, but they do it in a sleazy or scammy where it's like, hey, you have 7 days, or else this is going to go away. Beardbrand hasn't said that at all here. They're just saying, hey, this is the next thing. This is what we want you to buy now, which is the starter kit. Once you buy that and try the oil, this is what's next. So they're like, hey, here's what it is. Here's how it works. Here's how to buy it. Or here's where to buy it, and here's what's next after you like one of the things, because we know you're going to like it. And that's why I really like this email, because it's very straightforward. It's very simple. It offers something to the customer to buy, and it doesn't feel like they're selling. It just feels like, hey, this is the next thing. Let's get you started on the journey. We know you're struggling with this. Here's a big objection, and they handle it. So a few more pieces here. Graphics. I do like Beardbrand's graphics and elements and designs. Very clean, very straightforward. It's not very busy. Get the kit, and here's what's in the kit. So they show you a visual if it's in it, which is great. I'd imagine they tested this, but I don't think they actually need these images to do it, to get conversion. But it does help to see it. They probably tested it and said, hey, if we had the pictures, it increases click-through at least, because people want to go see, or increases sales because they see what they're getting. That does happen. That can work in brands when it comes to e-commerce for brands. But at the end of the day, the sales message is the key point of this email. The offer they're making is the key point, and the copy delivers that message, delivers that offer. So final pieces here, again, standard footer info. Standard info. I got the brand image with the tagline, so keep on growing. You got the socials. And then you got the other standard footer information. One thing down here I like more personality is "with love from Texas and Washington." And I've seen this in some brands in emails when it comes on the site, but when it comes to the footer, this is something that's I wouldn't say unique, but it's different. It's not in a lot of brand emails, and it's not a lot of brands use this as a way to connect with their audience. So two big things I'd say. One, Beardbrand is selling in this email. It's a great way to sell. They do it very straightforward and very direct, but it doesn't feel like you're being sold. And two, they let their personality shine through with the howdy friend. They want to deliver Beardbrand boot camp. They speak as if they're talking to you, as if you're speaking to them in person. They don't try and hide behind corporate or boilerplate copy. They let their personalities out into the wild, and that's what people connect with when they read this stuff. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you can take this info back to your brand and maybe take some of the pieces I've shared here to make more sales with email. Otherwise, if you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and head over to my YouTube channel. And yeah, I'll see you next time.